want to sound German again because sounding German is horrible. It's funny how most of my videos just start with me jamming to some random songs, because like I record myself jamming to random songs for like a solid 15 minutes. Hi, what's up and welcome to a new video, and I feel really weird right now because I'm not used to speaking English in front of a camera, but we'll just give it a shot. Hi, if you don't know me, my name's Melissa. I'm German. I did an exchange year in England the last year. It wasn't even a year, it was 8 months actually, because of Corona, because it ruined everything. But yeah, a lot of people asked me to do a video in English just so you can see how my English has improved over the past 8 months. So I thought I'd just film a Q&A in English, and I asked you to ask me some questions on Instagram. They're not going to be in any specific order, by the way. I'm just going to read them out. I've got them on my phone, as you might be able to tell. And yeah, I'm just going to read them out now. So first question, are you going back to England after Corona's over? Well, the thing is, I don't think that schools are going to reopen anytime soon. They might open for like a week or two, but there's no point in me going back for those 2 weeks, is there? I mean, I'll obviously go back just because I love England and Lancaster and all my friends there, and I miss them all. So I am going to go back, just not for school. Next question, would you like to live abroad later, and if so, where? Yes, I'd love to. I actually want to move to England, so that's probably what I'm going to do. Any English speaking country really. Can you tell I really don't like German, but yeah, any English speaking country, but probably England, just because I want to move to England. Next question, are you still dating your boyfriend from the UK? Yes, I am. We're still together. I got like a solid 19 questions just about my boyfriend. Most of them were like, are you still dating? Yes, my boyfriend and I are still dating. Yeah. The next question is a bit random, but I love random questions. So it's, what's your zodiac sign? My zodiac sign is Aquarius. I don't want to believe in horoscopes, but I sort of do, but I sort of don't, because it's just like, it's just the stuff they say sometimes is very creepy, and like I'm like, that can't be a coincidence, can it? So yeah, I'm an Aquarius. Next question, would you recommend doing an exchange year? Yes, I definitely would. So if you're even just thinking about it, do it. I would 10 out of 10 recommend. The next question is actually quite interesting. It's, do you prefer your life in England or in Germany? And it's really hard to answer. So if I break it down, I prefer my home life in Germany over my home life in England, as in I prefer living with my family in my house. Like, I prefer my German living situation. But outside of that, I would say I probably prefer English school. And with my friends it's a bit weird, because obviously I love both my German and English friend group, because otherwise I wouldn't be friends with them, would I? But it's a bit like, obviously over the past year I've been closer to my English friends, I've grown closer to them, and I haven't really stayed in touch with a lot of people from Germany. And now, because of Corona, I can't meet up with them, so I don't know who changed in what way. And so currently, I wouldn't say that I prefer one of the groups, because I can't really say in what way they're different. I'd probably say my English friend group is a bit more mature, but that might have changed while I was away with the other friend group, so I can't really say. What I always say, if I had my family, my house, and like my close group of friends from Germany in England, with my friends from England and like my life in England, I would say England. Because the thing with England is I prefer English nature and stuff. So I couldn't really say. I'd probably say England, just because that's what I don't have at the moment, and that's what, I don't know really. Next question, did Luca and Julius go home too? Lol, yes they did. They actually went home before me. I think Julius went home first. He went home 4 weeks earlier than me, something like that, and then Luca went like a week after that. So yeah, they had to go, or like they went home too. I'm not sure if they had to or they chose to, but they're back in Germany as well. Next question, what do you think about the British girl makeup? Love it, absolutely love it. I mean, you can't really generalise it, because there are people in Germany doing the same thing as what's considered the British girl makeup, but at the same time there are people in England, Britain, whatever, who don't do the British girl makeup. So it's just like, I don't know, I just like to compare it sometimes, and I'm just like, why would you do that? But I'm not hating on people who do it. It's like up to everyone. It's just not my thing, if that makes sense. Next question, were the school lessons more difficult than in your German school? In the beginning, yes, definitely. towards the end I think they were about the same, although I think like my working ethic has also like kind of evolved. One subject I never struggled with even from the beginning of the year on was English, just because you learn English in a different way as a non-native English speaker, so it makes it easier for you. But outside of that, chemistry was really tough for me in the beginning, but I eventually kind of like got there and now I'm actually fine with it. And biology is fine as well. So I think the stuff you learn in sixth form in England is actually harder than the stuff you learn in like year 10 in Germany. Do you think you found real friends for life? Yes, I definitely did. I don't even feel like rambling on about this question because I did. That's like the answer I'm giving. I did, yes. Next question. Do you believe in something like religion or anything else like supernatural? That's actually a pretty cool question. Well, first of all, I don't want anyone to like try to convert me to like have a different belief, because that's just kind of my belief. So it's my personal belief. Okay. Just saying that as a disclaimer. So I personally, I'm not necessarily a religious person. I grew up Catholic, but like not strict Catholic, and yeah, I'm not really religious or anything. What I believe in is kind of like, I think if I'd have to say in what direction my faith goes, I'd probably say towards Buddhism, but that's just because, so I went to Tibet and China like 3 years ago, and it was like one of those things that kind of changed my life in some way. Like Tibet is my favourite place on earth, and that trip definitely changed my outlook on life. And I wouldn't even say it's like, oh, I'm Buddhistic now or anything. It's just like my belief is kind of inspired by Buddhism in the sense of like stuff like karma, for example. I believe that if you put good things out, you'll get good things back. It's a bit weird to explain, but yeah. And I also kind of believe in supernatural things. Like, I'm not sure if I believe in ghosts in that sense. I think I probably do actually. But yeah, I do sort of believe in supernatural things as well.
My favorite YouTube channel is BuzzFeed Unsolved, and I literally binge watch everything on there, so I guess there's your answer on supernatural stuff.
Next question, how come you chose the northern part of England as your region? Well, realistically, most people only want to go to the southern part of England because they want to be close to London. And I feel like most exchange students go to the southern part of England, and I personally want it to be different and edgy. No, just kidding. It's just like, I knew that the northern part of England is quite different from the southern part, and I know that northern English people usually make fun of the like posh twats from the south. I just wanted to experience the difference because I already know what people from London and stuff are like, and from like Brighton and those areas. And I know that the south is quite touristy as well, so I feel like for having a proper English, British experience, the northern part of England is more English. And I don't know, it's really hard to explain. It's just, I just had the feeling of going to the northern part of England. I don't know, just felt the urge to. Next question, how did you meet your boyfriend? Well, it's not really an interesting story. We just went to the same school, and then one day he just started talking to me, and then we became friends and stuff just happened, I guess. Yeah, that's the story. Next question, what are you going to miss the most about England? Definitely my friends, and outside of that I'd say just the way people in England are, like in the area I was in, like just the culture and their humour and stuff like that. And I also miss dance a lot, like dancing, where I danced while I was in England. Can you talk about how your English has improved and say something in English? Well, obviously this whole video is in English, so that one's done. And how my English has improved? Well, I used to think I was a pro at speaking English before my exchange year, and now looking back at the way my English was, I was like, it's like the most German sounding thing I've ever heard, really. And people told me my English was really good, so now I'm like, why did you lie to me? My English was absolute shit. The thing with me is, I'm pretty good at learning languages, so taking over accents is quite easy. I wouldn't say I sound completely English now, like I can't really judge it. In the beginning, a lot of people thought I was like Polish, but have lived in the UK for like 6 years or something, or that I was from like a southern posh region for some reason, I don't know. But especially like towards February and March, people were quite surprised to find out that I wasn't English a lot of the time, which made me really happy. I mean, I saved some snaps where I was speaking English from like September and just all throughout the past 8 months, like all the way up to now, and I can compare them. I definitely hear a difference in the way I speak, but yeah, How did you learn French and Spanish? I learned both of them in school. I started learning French properly in year 5, but I started actually learning it in kindergarten because I live next to the border to France, and I started learning Spanish 2 years ago, but I only learned it for 1 year, so yeah. Have you had time to say goodbye to your friends? No, I didn't. I couldn't say bye to any of them, which is really sad, but yeah, I'm just hoping to see them again soon. Next question, do you think that the exchange years next year will be cancelled because of Corona? I don't think so, actually. So as far as I know, everything should be fine by next year. I think my host family's got another girl coming from Germany as well, so I think it will be fine, actually. I think they're not letting Chinese people do their exchange year. That's what they're doing, but outside of that, I think it's going to be fine. And the last question is, what's your favourite song? And that's really hard for me to answer because I love music and I couldn't live without music, so I don't know if I have like a favourite song. I'm just going to name a few off the top of my head, not in any specific order, so Stuck With Me, The Neighbourhood, Give Yourself a Try, The 1975, Cut My Lip, 21 Pilots, and Silk by Wolf Alice. Those are the ones I listen to the most, and yeah, so I guess those are like my favourite songs. But then if you play other songs to me, I'll be like, oh, that's my favourite song for sure, and then I'm like, nope, I love other songs too, so I can't really decide. Well, that was it with the Q&A. I hope you liked it. If you were here to hear how my English has improved, so if you're a German person, then I hope you liked it. My English isn't perfect, so I'm apologising for that. And if you're a native English speaker, don't be too harsh on me. As I said, my English isn't perfect. And actually I'm considering like starting to do all my videos in English, just because I've got quite a lot of English friends and like foreign friends who don't speak German who would like to watch my videos. And I also really enjoy doing that, actually, because it would be like practice, good practice for me. I don't know, maybe I'll do that. I want your opinion. Should I start doing videos in English, or like do English videos more often, or should I just like completely go and start doing English videos? I don't know, I need your opinion. Thank you. Hope to see you next time. Bye.